username and password, okay, to display some icon to the username, okay. For that we use a phantasm, okay, that is a phantasm in another library to use icons in your Angular application. It is a very easy to use and very lightweight library, okay. If you want to use any icon in your Angular application, we cannot use directly image. If you are using an image in your application, after the you build your application, its build size will be increased, okay. To avoid that size of your build, to use a phantasm, it not be use any images, it just use a CSS. With the help of CSS, it is create your icon. So, so it is a very lightweight library. We use a phantasm. So first we have to integrate that phantasm in your Angular application. So there is a steps how we can integrate that phantasm library. So first, if you want to use a phantasm in Angular 12, you have to install that phantasm. If you want follow that steps that I given here, you can follow that step. Otherwise, you can Google it. You will get all the steps on the Google as well. If you are just here type phantasm, you get the phantasm. It's a version on your official website. In the phantasm, you will get the which latest version is present. All the steps will be given in that official website. Right now, it is a sixth version is present on the phantasm. Okay, fifth version, fourth version. Okay, there is a version that is available in your phantasm application, that website. Here also check out its document, how we can use that phantasm. You can use it. The best usage of that phantasm, if you are using any icon, for example, see here, I just click on that 671 free icon. If you want to paid icon, you can get, it's a premium membership, you will get the paid icon as well. If you want to use free icons, okay, because we are Indian, free is a very healthy for our health. Okay, so we always go for the free because we are all are Indians. Okay, because still YouTube also gives the free content, but when we see the YouTube contents in, so YouTube also introduce a 5 second or 10-second advertisement, but we Indian has very has to that that advertisement, because right now from the our childhood we also acquire that advertisement in our daily soap advertisement. Okay, that advertisement has at least minimum 5 to 10 minutes, so we are has to that. So for the 3 second advertisement or advertisement in YouTube, that is doesn't matter for any Indians. Because we are very has to about free uh, things. So okay, let me come to the point. When we use if you want to use any icon in that, so just click on that. Most of the you are know how to use that icon. Still, I just give the brief introduction. You can use that directly tag here. That Phantasm gives that user that I tag. I stands for icon tag also. Also, I use for it is used for to set your text in italic format as well. Okay, in that we use the icon tag and use its a class. FA is a base class. FA stands for Phantasm and FA hyphen address group. Okay, so we display that icon in that fashion. It will manage your according to the web application, according to your smart devices. So, okay, it is managed all these things. You don't worry about that. Okay, or you don't means you have to use, if your devices is smart devices, then we can use a small icon. If you are using a web application or a desktop application, we can use a big icon. In the previous case, in Angular JS, we have to use that much scenario, okay, for the supporting purpose. But right now, there is no any problem. We can use directly that icon that is supported for all devices. According to the devices, it is managed all these things. That is a great advantage of that font awesome. Again, if you want to customize that icon, you can customize that icon with the help of that font awesome. That font awesome provide that facility. If you want to change the font of that icon, you can change it. If you have to change the color of that icon, you can change that color. So that customization is provided. Okay. So that is a best usage of that font awesome. You can just copy that tag and paste it your application where you want. Okay. So that is the use of that font awesome. Then now come to our point. First we check whether our okay. First we have to install that font awesome. First, that is the first step. Use the npm install font awesome --c. If you want to use its CDN link, font awesome has its CDN link. You can use the CDN link in your index.html file. Okay, same like that bootstrap. But using CDN link, you require the 24/7 internet. Then and then you can use it. Otherwise, it will not be work properly. So first we can install that package. After the installation package, we have to integrate that package. So for the next step, we just see here while that installation. Step 2, go to your angular.json file. Now here, I just put that quantum CSS in angular.json file. You can use in angular.json file as well, or you can use in style.css file as well. Okay, both of among the two of that you can use to import that CSS. Okay, not compulsion to use angular.json file to locate or import that quantum CSS. Okay, there is a approaches. If you want this approach, you can use it because for the bootstrap we use a style.css. Okay, in next way you can use in angular.json file as well. In that there is a style is a key. In that style key you have to mention it's a quantum path in that style dot key. Okay, you can mention that path and just mention in the angular.json file. But when we change in angular.json file, you have to rerun your application. Okay, because you have to reflect that changes in your applications. So you have to rerun that application. Otherwise, the changes will not be reflected. If you're mentioning or you can add anything in angular.json file. Okay, so make sure that because most of the time we can copy paste that code, but changes is not be reflected because that angular.json file is already compiled at the first time, because when we compile that, it's read the angular.json file in the first time. Okay. Furthermore, when we adding something, it will not be compile that full angular.json file. For that, we have to again rerun that application. Okay. Now our quantum package is installed. That is a 4.7 version is installed. Now we can just integrate that CSS in angular.json file. Here, see here, you have to add in project work. Okay, there is a one project work is a key, inbuilt key. In that, you have to scroll down to put that code in your style section, because there is a for the testing also there is a style. If you scroll down here, there is one more style keys is present in your angular.json file. Is the key is a test. Okay, in that test key, there is one more style is present. Most of the mistake in that we can paste it here, that code, and that output will not be reflected. So it is for the testing purpose. So don't use here your path of that CSS file. Okay, because you are in the development phase, so you have to place that part in your style appropriately. Path here mentioned that. Okay, now that font awesome is integrated in your Angular application that can be used in your application. Now I changes in Angular.json file, so I have to rerun that application. So I'm just terminate that previously compiled or run the application. I just terminate that and just again rerun that application. For that we use -o. Okay. Otherwise changes will not be reflected. Okay.